Today we'll be doing labeling diagram. Sometimes it's labeling map, sometimes you're labeling plan, sometimes you're labeling an object. Now, I don't want to waste your time. Let's go straight up with this strategy. Before the recording starts, the first thing, read the question carefully and note the word limit. Identify where things are in relation to the other. This is the sitting area, then this is your toilet. A to H, these are all rooms. This is a passage here. Now, this is another passage here. So let's go over to the next step. Look at the major parts / things in the plan or map. When the recording starts, listen to the beginning of the talk carefully. Everything is connected. So imagine you miss out the first answer. Let's say you miss out where the restaurant is located. The speaker now says that the cafe is opposite the restaurant.
Yeah.
You have missed out that answer. Let's see step number 5. You visualize. Now, visualizing is key. Visualizing is key. Visualizing is putting yourself in a particular position in your mind. The speaker says, when you get to the basement, you walk down the stairs. You visualize yourself walking down the stairs. To your left is the toilet. You visualize yourself looking to your left and you see the toilet. You're following the speaker in your mind. That way you do not miss anything. That is visualizing. The next step, listen for signposting language. Now, what's a signposting language? Well, it's like just behind, to the right, to the left. Those are signposting language. Let me explain something to you. See this thing that looks like a triangle?
Mm-hmm.
This is the door. This door open backwards. This door open backwards. This door open inside. Do you understand it?
Yeah, I get it now.
With this information, let's start.
Before you hear the rest of the talk, you have some time to look at questions 17 to 20. Now listen and answer questions 17 to 20.
Okay, that was something about the collections, and now here's some more practical information, in case you need it. Most of the museum facilities are downstairs in the basement, so you go down the stairs here. When you reach the bottom of the stairs, you'll find yourself in a sitting area with comfortable chairs and sofas where you can have a rest before continuing your exploration of the museum. We have a very good restaurant which serves excellent food all day in a relaxing atmosphere. To reach it, when you get to the bottom of the stairs, go straight ahead to the far side of the sitting area, then turn right into the corridor. You'll see the door of the restaurant facing you.
Which door is facing you?
E.
E. This E door, are you seeing it?
Mm-hmm.
It opens outside, it's not facing you. It opens this way. If you say that E door is facing you, that means H door is also facing you. If a door is closed,
Mm-hmm.
it's the entrance that will be facing you, right?
Yeah.
Assume that all these doors are closed.
True.
For E, if this door is closed, it will just be a straight line. It will not face you.
Yeah.
For F, if this door is closed, will it face you?
Yeah. Thank you.
So which door is facing you?
F.
Do you get it?
Yep. But then this is complicated. Because the same way this door is presented on this diagram is the same way E and H is also presented. But then, I didn't even know this was the drawing of a door, first of all. Because
I explained it to you earlier.
I know, I'm saying, had it been you didn't explain, like if I was just studying, I would have just been wondering how come. But then the explanation helps. It helped a lot.
Okay, so this is the thing. The reason the door is like this is so that you will understand that this is the entrance. Remember, it's a plan. If they close it, this will not be different from any other part of the house. It will be almost same like this one, just that it will just be one line. Now, if it's just one line that is here, that is more confusing. It will not be too obvious. So they drew the door such that the door is open for you to know that yes, this is the door, and also for you to know where the door open towards. Like for C, the door in C, you open it outwards. The door in D, you open it inwards. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
As we continue, I want you to be visualizing it and tell me the answer.
If you just want a snack or if you'd like to eat somewhere with facilities for children, we also have a cafe. When you reach the bottom of the stairs, you'll need to go straight ahead, turn right into the corridor, and the cafe is immediately on the right.
So here's the cafe.
H.
That's good. For labeling diagram, we have to listen attentively so you don't miss anything, any part of it. Let's continue.
And talking about children, there are baby changing facilities downstairs. Cross the sitting area, continue straight ahead along the corridor on the left, and you and your baby will find the facilities on the left-hand side.
So the baby changing facility, where is it located?
C.
That's good.
The cloakroom, where you should leave coats, umbrellas, and any large bags, is on the left-hand side of the sitting area. It's through the last door before you come to the corridor.
Cloakroom is where?
B.
That's good. So that's it. Do you understand it?
Yes, I do.
Now it's time to take it a step further. Before we start this question, I want you to take note of all the strategies that you've been taught and apply them. For every diagram, if it has a meeting point, ensure you search for where the meeting point is. For some, there will be no meeting point. For some, there will be meeting point. Because many times, that is where they start from. So that's where you start your visualization from.
Okay.
You now have some time to look at questions 16 to 20 on page 41. Now listen and answer questions 16 to 20. Right. Well, here we are, standing at the meeting point on the lower ground floor, just to the right of the main entrance. I've given you all a plan of the building so that we can orientate ourselves and get an idea of where we'll be going. Now, outside the main entrance, you'll see the wide piazza with the stunning sculpture of Newton. The sculptor was Paolozzi, but it's based on the famous image by William Blake, and it's definitely worth a closer look. On the other side of the piazza from the statue is the conference centre, which is used for all kinds of international conventions.
Number 16, what's your answer?
Conference center.
Okay.
We'll take a quick look inside at the end of our tour. Looking ahead of us now, you'll see that we're standing opposite the staircase down to the basement, where you'll find the cloakroom. And to the left of that, we have the information desk, where you can find out about any current exhibitions, the times of the tours, and anything you need to know, if you don't have a tour guide.
Number 17, what's your answer?
Information desk.
That's good. Let's continue.
As you can see, on this lower ground floor, we also have a bookshop. That's the area over to the left of the main entrance. You'll be free to browse there when we get back to the ground floor.
Number 18, what's your answer?
Bookshop.
Now, opposite the main entrance on this floor, we have the open stairs leading up to the upper ground floor. And at the top of them, in the middle of the upper ground floor, you can see a kind of glass-sided tower that rises all the way up through the ceiling and up to the first floor. This is called the King's Library. It's really the heart of the building.
Number 19 is what?
The King's Library.
It was built to house the collection that was presented to the nation in 1823 by the King. You can see it from every floor above ground. When we go up there, you'll find the library's treasures gallery on the left. Can you find it on your plan? That's the exciting one. So we'll be visiting that first, but we'll also take a look at the stamp display situated behind it on the way to the cafe. A lot of people miss that.
Number 20, what's your answer?
I heard stamp display. I didn't know if it's stamp or stand.
What did you hear?
See, to be honest, I was distracted with the whole thing. So I felt you should probably start from that 19 so that I'll catch up.
What did you hear?
But I heard stamp display.
Spell the stamp.
STAMP. Then display DISPLAY.
That's the answer now. That's what they said. You had it, but were you imagining that it would be something else?
I didn't know because I don't even know what is stamp display at first. So I was wondering, is it stand or stamp?
Okay, that's it. The truth is, you don't need to really know it. This might be the first place you hear it. But remember what they are checking. It's an exam. They're checking for your listening skill.
Okay.
So you don't have to know it. You just have to go with exactly what you hear. So far, you're doing well. I must commend you. But it's time to move on to a higher one. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
So I want you to follow the steps again. All the steps that I told you about. So let's start.
Before you hear the rest of the talk, you have some time to look at questions 15 to 20. Now listen and answer questions 15 to 20.
Okay, so I'll put a map of the proposed development up on the screen. You'll see it's bounded on the south side by the main road, which then goes on to Nunston. Another boundary is formed by London Road on the western side of the development. Inside the development, there'll be about 400 houses and 3 apartment blocks. There'll also be a school for children up to 11 years old. If you look at the south entrance at the bottom of the map, there's a road from there that goes right up through the development. The school will be on that road, at the corner of the second turning to the left.
So where is the school?
G.
That's good.
A large sports centre is planned with facilities for indoor and outdoor activities. This will be on the western side of the development, just below the road that branches off from London Road.
Where's the sports centre?
Below the road. C.
Okay.
There'll be a clinic where residents can go if they have any health problems. Can you see the lake towards the top of the map? The clinic will be just below this, to the right of a street of houses.
Where's the clinic?
The clinic is D.
Okay.
There'll also be a community centre for people of all ages. On the northeast side of the development, there'll be a row of specially designed houses specifically for residents over 65, and the community centre will be adjoining this.
Where's the community center?
E.
I'll play it again. I want you to listen attentively.
There'll also be a community centre for people of all ages. On the northeast side of the development, there'll be a row of specially designed houses specifically for residents over 65, and the community centre will be adjoining this.
Where's the community center?
B.
Okay.
Is it because they said adjoining this?
Yes. They're going together, yeah.
Okay.
We haven't forgotten about shopping. There'll be a supermarket between the two entrances to the development. We're planning to leave the 3 large trees near London Road, and it'll be just to the south of these.
Here's the supermarket.
H.
Okay.
It's planned to have a playground for younger children. If you look at the road that goes up from the south entrance, you'll see it curves round to the left at the top, and the playground will be in that curve with nice views of the lake.
Here's the playground.
A.
That's good. Okay, so what's your answer?
G, C, D, B, H, A.
That's also my answer.
Now you have some time to look at questions 36 to 40. Now listen to the rest of the talk and answer questions 36 to 40. So, how is that great wheel held up? How did it get there? The starting point was, of course, the ground, and while parts of the wheel itself were still being constructed in various countries, tension piles were being driven into the ground beside the River Thames. This was the first step, and once these were securely in place, a base cap was installed over them as a kind of lock, with 2 giant plinths pointing up onto which an A-frame was attached, like a giant letter. All this took many months and incredible effort, but meant that the spindle could be installed around which the great wheel would turn. Now the project really was in business, and the vast rim, with spokes like an outsized bicycle wheel, could be brought in. The passenger capsules were assembled and hung onto the rim, each one linked by mounting rings that would support eager viewers as they rose above London. And the last thing to be built is the first thing the visitor encounters, the boarding platform laid down underneath. The whole process employed thousands of people in total and was avidly watched by millions. How long the eye will stay is uncertain, but any talk of dismantling it always meets with immediate protest.